Okay, let's start. I'm gonna start working. There seems to be issues with my internet connection, so we'll see how things go. If I can keep working tonight, it'd be cool if the internet connection didn't go to shit, but I can see a lot of skip frames, lost frames on OBS, so I'll just keep going. If it starts to be too problematic, Ramshan says, you bitch ass. What's up, dude? How am I looking? Is my internet making me look like shit? Yeah, dude, I'm seeing there's a lot of lost frames, so the connection may be unstable. What's up, dude? Are you working right now? Did you come back from your walk? That was a longest walk. Looks fine, to be honest. Better than last. So last night was shit. Oh my god. What the hell, dude? Maybe this is a bad time to be streaming, because it maybe there on the network of my internet company, I suppose it must be like rush hour type of shit. A lot of people using it, and like the shared upload. I don't know, dude. Maybe I should stream later, but I just don't want to be streaming at midnight, dude. It's too fucking tiring. What's up, dude? What are you up to? And anyone else watching, please let me know in the chat. We are live and we're gonna start working in Spaceman Memories. I am gonna work on another ad break. What the fuck is up with Twitch, dude? Dude, I didn't trigger that ad break. I hate that shit. I hate that I just triggered one at that beginning and now we're getting another one. Twitch has been shit lately. I've been hearing the same thing, that they're just putting more ads and more ads and more ads. Yeah, fuck that. Okay, let's start here. I am gonna work on a functionality like every other functionality I've been working on that I've been procrastinating. So let me open this level death. So when we die, on every run after we die, we're gonna be able to pick up some kind of new card that gets added to the loadout that can appear randomly on the attacks. So that's what I'm gonna try and to implement right now. Okay, characters, player, inventory. Maybe we'll leave it at inventory, memories. Yeah. Yeah, let's create a new folder. This one's gonna be cards. Yeah, and let me just get one of these ones. What is the parent blueprint of this one? This is an actor. Okay, maybe, yeah, let's just copy this one so I can use it as a template. Yeah, let's check out the code of this one. Yo, Gramshine, are you back? Dude, I'm sorry about the ads. I know what's up with Twitch, dude. I triggered a manual ad break, and then they're putting more ads after the ad break. It's insane. It's fucking insane. Okay, let's see what's up with this shit. This one. Yeah, we are not gonna do that one. Yeah, this one. So we're adding this. Graham says, dude, I didn't notice. I don't get ads on your channel. Actually, I don't know why. I was feeding the dog. Sorry. Oh, okay, dude. I'm glad. Maybe it's your browser, or I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's because you're a VIP. Very idiot person on this channel. Maybe it's that, dude. Are you working? What's up? What's the vibe? Are you gonna have dinner? Okay, let's see. What am I doing here? Let's see. So this one should trigger a prompt like the memories. No, we're gonna use the memories. Yeah, not this one. Yeah. Yeah. Let's delete this one. It says, yeah, I'm working, breaking stuff. We already ate. Hannah is sleeping now. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, locking in. Are you excited about playing later this new game, dude? Everyone's saying this is a really good game. Yeah, like they're saying it came just at the right time because it's not a game made for a quick buck. It seems polished, and that is a good thing to do for the market to happen. It seems that was an analysis or reading. It's a good thing to happen for the market of co-op games, friend-like games. They said they were not gonna call this one Friends Love because it's very, very polished to call it like that. I didn't know they were working in it for 6 years. Yeah, I'm also excited to check it out. Yeah, we're gonna use a memory. Yeah, this one. Okay, yeah, here it is. 4 seconds. Yeah, we're gonna disconnect this right now, and we added the item ID mark pickup collected. Yeah, I don't think we would need to be adding these ones to, yeah, some of these lists. Yeah, get table. See memories. Okay, when did I make this? SC memories data table. Yeah. Okay. Let's copy this data table. Destruct the enum also. No, not the enum. Yeah, this one. Okay, let me go back here. Cards. Okay, we're gonna get this one. These are gonna be our templates for this. This is gonna be the pickup cards struct. Okay, this is gonna be card name, card description. Yeah. Okay, let's save that. This one will rename it to data table pickup cards. Let me go back here. Yeah. Okay, so this one, let's get this struct. Okay, the item ID. Get data table row. Okay, this one we are gonna rename this variable. I know this message in the chat. I know this person. Are you who you think you are? Who I think you are? Shut up, dude. Shut up with that high friend shit. I'm gonna insult you in Spanish, bro. Okay, let me see. Item ID. I knew it. I was like, I can recognize these numbers and shit. Where's your boyfriend? Shouldn't you be talking to him? Okay, let me see. This one's gonna be memories at table. Okay, I'm gonna name this one to pickup cards. Data table. Ramsey says, oh shit, drama, auto mod, smart detection, drama, Grimeshine. Let's see if we can figure this out. Could you figure out who this person is in the chat? It's a stupid ass person, I can tell you that. Yeah, I think that's enough for you to figure it out. Okay, let me see. Pick up cards, data table. Yeah. Row name. Get data table. Okay, so what was I doing here? It's me. Shut up, dude. It's someone that does have my type of DNA. So kind of close. Yeah, we share some DNA, so kind of close that we can be stupid in. It's stupid in a way, in a close way. So you're not wrong. Okay, let me see. Pick up cards. Okay, what am I doing here? I cannot do it. I never add comments and shit. Then I forget. Okay, memory collected sound. Yeah. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, Grindstand. Ding, 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 ding. You won. Bingo. You're the winner of $1 million tonight. Yeah, dude. She should be talking to her crazy ass boyfriend. She comes here to like bully me and shit, make me look like shit. Ramsey says I'll share my cash prize with her. No, don't. She's got a boyfriend that can buy her stuff, so don't share the prize. Let me see. Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, yeah, this opens that. That is correct. I just want to understand. Yeah, let me see. Yeah. Don't share the price. Don't do it. Not a good idea. Yeah, we're not sharing shit with this person. Okay, let's see. It said memory information. This is okay. We are gonna call this one. Okay, let's duplicate this one, and this one's gonna be set card information. Yeah. Okay. Am I changing the right thing? Okay, yeah, I think it is. And this one's gonna be BP pickup card template. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna. I could use the same function, but I'm just not gonna use that one just for the sake of being organized, so then I don't forget what I'm doing. Okay, what was the name of that one? Set card information. Okay. Oh, this is a whole blueprint. Yeah, widget. This is a whole widget. Oh, BP memory collected prompt. Okay, we're not gonna do what I thought we should do. Let's delete this. We are gonna rename that one to collected item information. Yes. So this could be memories. Oh, this could be no. This is not gonna be cards. Yeah, we're gonna duplicate that widget. WBP memory collected prompt. Okay, let me find that one. Where is this one? Yeah, we'll duplicate this one. WBP card collected prompt. Yeah, now we're gonna call that one. We're gonna change the one we're calling. This one's gonna be WBP card, because it's gonna have a different layout. Yeah, it's gonna have a different layout. Set memory information. Yeah, let's change the name of the function. Interface variables. Yo, how's the stream? Not going to shit? Doesn't seem like it, right? Maybe it was just the beginning, like setting up the connection. Yeah, but it doesn't seem to be good. Yeah, I see things being stable. Okay. Let's comment this. This one's gonna be set the collected card info and image, because we're gonna set an image here to for the collected card. Gramscian says looks great. Hell yeah, dude. Okay, at least yeah, I'm gonna do the stream, then we'll play. I was thinking about just ending the stream because I thought it was not gonna work, but it's good, it's working. Because the vibes are good tonight, not unlike yesterday when I was feeling like shit. I was too tired like yesterday, dude. My brain wasn't working. Are you figuring out what you're working on, dude? The system? I was thinking about getting an asset by these hyper guys. These guys seem to know their shit, right? This hyper development studio for Unreal Engine plugins. Yeah, I'll see if I need it. I gotta read the documentation of the plugin. It's this one for events. But I will see how things are set up for me. I have a need for it, or we'll see what's up. But yeah, those guys are a good studio for sure. Okay, this one. Let's rename. Set card information. Yeah, let's close this one so we do not get confused. Okay, this one let's call that card information. Gramscian says there are good plugins, but the shit is really hard to integrate to existing projects. Yeah, that's why I want to sit down and see the documentation before to see if it's not gonna be too much of a headache. Blackwater, what's up, dude? I wish it was a good boy studio. Are you a bad boy studio? I am a stupid boy studio. What about you? What's up, dude? How are you? How was your weekend and stuff? Happy to see you here. Okay, we are cars data table. Yeah, let me see. This one should be DT. Pickup cards. Yeah. Okay. Gramscian says that the documentation doesn't tell you how to implement any specific plugin, which sucks. It's like a generic integration guide for all of their plugins. I was seeing that on the website, dude. I do not like that. Yeah, I do not like everything being encompassed on the website and things not being differentiated, like separated from each other, and it just seems like a whole ass spaghetti from all of their plugins. I didn't like that. Yeah, I can see what you're talking about. Blackwater, laugh out loud. What's up? Gramscian says you basically have to add every single actor component, even the ones you don't need, and then go back and delete after. Yes, dude. Yeah. Yeah, so that's why I'm deciding. I am on the fence. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it at this stage of your development. Yeah, so I will take your advice. This is a decided matter. Thank you, Mr. Grimeshine. This is a decided matter. Blackwater says not much. Got told stuff last second, so I haven't been able to do much today. You drafted up commissions on a kofi page, wondering about prices. I can apparently do discounts, which of course can make them more attractive at least. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. What are your commissions gonna be about on the kofi page? That's a great idea, dude. Okay. Yeah, that's great, dude. I am happy. I'm happy for you that yeah, you're making progress on your stuff. That is really, really cool. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I gotta make that a table again. Yeah, with the other struct. Yeah, so where was that? Where was this dude? Okay. Yeah, here. Okay, so it cannot be that one. Hey, yeah. It's gonna be pickup cards. Yeah, because it's gonna have different information. Yeah. Cards. We're gonna name this one 01. No, I'm not gonna delete that one yet to not break stuff. Blackwater says Godot plugins. Okay, so you're gonna take commissions on plugins, like people can ask you, I need this specific plugin for the engine, and then you'll code it. Okay, microcovers doing small addition, change, updating, bug fix. Then there's 3 more to split up small, medium, large projects. That's great, dude. That's great. What have people been telling you these last few days? Have you kept posting on Reddit or in other communities about your stuff? Okay, let's see. Yeah. What? Oh, it's this one. Okay. Card name, card description. Yeah. We're gonna have a card image. Let's see. I'm thinking about how we're gonna approach this one. Okay, we're gonna leave it at that, and then I'm gonna figure it out later. Yeah, so this is gonna be okay. So pickup cards. Then yeah, this one. Okay, this is gonna be testing card name, testing card descriptions. Blackwater, yeah, I read that one. Yeah, dude, so that's crazy, dude. Yeah, I didn't know about this type of commissions. When I think about commissions, I think about 3D modeling, right? Like illustration stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, you say you haven't yet. Might do another post when. Okay, yeah, about posting on social media. Might do another post when you make the 3D one live, of course. Plus your video, but that would be an example of a large plugin, of course. Yeah, dude, that's great. It's just a matter of keep making progress, like not losing the momentum. That's what I'm trying to do, not lose the momentum. Yesterday, I was really tired, dude. It shouldn't have been streaming. Look like shit, talk like shit, but it's just not losing the momentum, turning things into a habit, right? And so you doing that, dude, just posting everywhere about your plugins, you'll start to get traction sooner or later, dude, and people will start paying. Yeah, the best thing that could happen to you is that you just sold everything on the Kofi page, that you wouldn't even need itch.io and stuff. So people could just go to your page and stuff and start getting your things. Can you sell files in Kofi, like plugins? Like people download the files, or it's only for images? I haven't thought about that. I haven't. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, so what's the vibe with that? It'd be cool to sell your games in coffee, right? If you had a really good following. Okay, pick a card template. Okay. This is not. This is a placeholder mesh, people. That is for memories. The floppy disks are for memories. Okay. Nothing happening. Okay, yeah. We've got the bug there. Okay. That's the bot. Okay. Let's delete that one right now. What? Because it's not destroying it. Okay, yeah, it's gotta destroy it, right? Okay. Yeah, maybe it's just that. Okay, there it is. That's what we're looking for. Let's go and edit that prompt. Yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, let me delete this one. WBP. Let's see what's the information we're gonna be adding here. Okay, we're gonna change this text to new card has been added to your loadout, I suppose. Some shit like that. We can keep thinking about it later. Temporary ability card has been added to your loadout. Find it on your. Now I'm gonna leave this one with nothing right now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we need some. This doesn't have text wrap? Does have text wrap. So what the hell is happening here? Yeah. Yo, if you're watching, people, you're watching on YouTube, on Twitch or on Steam, do not forget to add Spaceman Memories to your wish list. It's already available. The demo on Steam game should be releasing this year if a meteorite doesn't hit the Earth, or yeah, World War III doesn't happen and shit. So yeah, please add it to your wish list. That would be really, really cool. It's gonna help me a lot. I'm a solo developer, so any kind of support like this one helps a lot. Blackwater on chat, hell yeah. Micro to large pricing in Canadian are $50, 150, 450, and 1,000. If you did 70 off and we assume conversion to US dollars for the majority out online, a 70% discount and then convert it to USD would make them 10 USD, 30 USD. 70 is a big discount, but can help make things more accessible time to time. Yeah. Okay, let me read it again just to be clear. Sometimes I get lost. Yeah, so you would like almost keep, you're talking about almost keeping permanent type of discounts, like hook the user to like making them feel they're getting a good price, like most of the time you would keep the discounts, or this would be like seasonal type of discounts? Because yeah, dude, like 450, 1,000, it's a lot, right? Professor Briggs, what's up, dude? Glad to have you back in the channel. How was your weekend? What have you been up to? Thank you for coming back, dude. Thank you for letting know the other day, Mevans go, about me. Mevans came to the channel, invited me to an interview. I was really stoked about it. Yeah, they even subscribed to the channel. That was really cool. Thank you, dude. How are you? I hope you are well. Blackwater says, maybe not sure how discounts work for kofi. Yeah, you'd have to figure it out. And also, yeah, if they are seasonal or not, because the psychology changes, right? Professor Brick says, dude, hell yeah, Evans is a good dude. Happy to make the connect happen. Dude, he is a good dude. We totally hit it off. We had a good conversation. We kept talking on Discord. Then I'm gonna be part of his streamathon in September. I'll let you people know more information when I get it. Yeah, I'm happy, dude. I'm happy about it. I'm excited. What about you? How were these last few days? Okay. Professor Big says, shit. Yeah, dude. Things are starting to blow up in this channel. I'm glad to be back. That was really exciting, dude, because it was just the third day of me coming back on Friday. And that happening really pumped me. Yeah, it made me pumped. Dude. Like, for real. I didn't expect some shit like that to happen in the third day. Blackwater says, for shop you can upload a file or do a redirecting for the file. Okay, dude, so sounds cool. Using kofi for this. You just gotta grow up the following. Cultivate the following there, right? Professor Big says, solid weekend. Had a night out to recharge my batteries. I had 2 nights out to recharge my batteries. Okay, I'm gonna wait for the ad break to end. Oh, I think you told me you were not on you were not seeing the ads on Twitch the other day, right? So let me know if you are still not watching them. If I could, I wouldn't have ads on this channel, dude. No small streamer is making money off the ads. So I'm sorry, people. The ads are automatic and stuff. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Crimson says no ads here. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, like fuck those ads from Twitch, dude. If I was getting good money, dude, I would tell you people thank you for supporting the channel by watching the ads. No one gets shit if you're not getting thousands of viewers at the same time. So no small streamer makes money off ads. We just make money from subscriptions. So we shouldn't be getting those stupid ass ads. Especially so much on a stream. It's just 36 minutes and I feel we've been on 4 ad breaks. Like, what the hell? Okay. Let me see. Yeah, I'm just checking out something here. Yeah, on my other monitor. Okay, I'm getting back to chat. Give me a second. Yeah. Okay, let me get back here and why isn't it wrapping the text, dude? Maybe it's this. It's that. Maybe it's that. That's why it wasn't wrapping the text. Crampton says finally making a bit of progress. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I know that is a complex system. This guy is also working with Unreal Engine people. Grimeshane in the chat. And he's working on implementing a really complex system for his game. So I'm happy he's making progress there. Ramsey says you had to mess with all your collision settings, nav mesh settings, and enable a bunch of plugins. Yeah, dude. That is a cool part of the process, right? I remember being at that point of the process of, just being able to take the risk, dude. Just being able to take the risk of implementing and breaking up stuff. And I do miss it. I do miss it. Like you were saying earlier, it's not worth it to try this type of risky kind of things far in development. So I'm glad, dude. I'm glad it is working. I am excited about seeing more videos of the game, dude. You stopped sharing videos of the game with me. Like, what the fuck is up with that? Professor Briggs. And besides going out, how was the weekend? I also went out, dude. And it was fun. It was recharging. Went to recharge. And yeah, you gotta do it, man. I remember streaming 7 days a week last year for like, I don't know, dude, like 90 days in a row, some shit like that, some insane stuff. And that was grueling. That was not a fun thing to end up doing. Yeah, so it's good you went out to recharge. Blackwater, stop laughing, dude. This is not a comedy channel. It is a comedy channel. Just says, I stopped sharing videos because there's literally less progress. Like, you went backwards and now there's no state trees or behavior AI because you're rebuilding it. Yeah. Okay, dude, we're gonna be waiting for more about this. Okay, by the way, people, let me open up Discord. Where's Discord? I just told some people that shared some stuff on my Discord that I would show their work on the next stream. Next stream was yesterday, and I didn't do it, so I'm gonna share some stuff from the NerdyPunkDev community on Discord. This is our friend Detective Pakaku doing some 3D modeling. This guy is always doing the coolest shit, dude. The textures, the detail is really cool. Pakaku is really good artist. That's amazing wherever you are, Pakaku. Thank you for sharing. Our dear friend Cici Trico, getting back to pixel art. Trico has been getting better in pixel art since I met Trico. Oh, Grimeshine redeemed, turned NerdyPunk into a pigeon. Okay, dude. Let's turn myself into a pigeon. Hell yeah. Dude, I thought you had forgotten about that. Why you have to do me like this? Why you gotta do me like this? You just want to see the pigeon. I know you just want to see the pigeon. Okay, so let's do the pigeon. Okay, I'm enabling it. Is the pigeon there? Yes, there it is. Okay, this is Grimeshane's doing. Grimeshane says, guess how many channel points you have? 50,000? 50,000? Some shit like that. Blackwater says, also in terms of pricing, there's a company called Ovani. Yeah, I know Ovani. I'm using a lot of Ovani stuff. They are really good. They charge 72 Canadian. Yeah. They sell direct to client. No, 20,000 has Grimeshane. That's a lot of points, dude. So you can, yeah, you can keep fucking me over and turning me into a pigeon on this channel. Hell yeah, dude. Slow Bro shared some of their stuff. This is really good drawing. I love this style. I love this perspective. Thank you, Slow Bro, for sharing your stuff wherever you are. So this is Pakaku's work. This is some previous work from these previous months. I don't even know what Pakaku was doing here, dude. This is some cool shit. Premium shit. So people, if you want to share your stuff, want to see it on the stream, there you have it. Come and join the NerdyPunkDev Discord community. I'll send the link in the chat. There it is. Thank you, people, for sharing. I really appreciate it. So we can keep this place alive, because I am very inconsistent with Discord. So whenever people come and share their work, it makes it so much better. Gramsci says, when you're a pigeon, does it use a screenshot of your room without you there? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Shut up. It's magic. This is magic. This is not a screenshot. It's my real room. That is the camera. I promise, that is the camera, dude. I just turned into a literal pigeon. Wanna see? See, I can move, dude, and I am not there. Check it out. So, no, dude, that's magic. It's not a screenshot. Why you gotta be asking this type of questions? You wanna kill the magic? Shut up, stop laughing. Why are you in front of your mic? Shut up, dude. This is a fun pigeon. I'm gonna leave him for a couple more minutes while we keep working here. And let's see. Let me figure out what the fuck was I working on people. I got distracted. So yeah, if you just joined the stream, you're on YouTube or Twitch, and you can see me turn into a pigeon. These are the channel rewards that people can redeem with the points. People can start turning me into avatars. I'll keep adding more avatars as each day goes. We've got 2 right now. We've got a trash can. We've got a pigeon. Yeah, these are the vibes. Dude, where did the music go? Where did the music go? It stopped again. What the hell? Let me know, people, when the music stops. Please. Because if not, you're just gonna be hearing my stupid ass voice. Not fun. Okay, why is it not rapping? I just want to know that. Why is this shit not rapping, dude? Not rapping the text. Memory name. We're using this one. Oh yeah. Where did that one come from? Yeah, it wasn't. That was not right. Okay. No, it's not rapping. Why aren't you rapping the text, bro? This one's gonna be memory name. Why do I have 2 memory names? You still don't hear the music? Oh, dude. Are you for real, dude? We've been on this stream for 45 minutes with no music. I cannot believe this shit. Dude, I really thought. Yes, it's a yes. Why the hell can I see the source receiving audio in OBS? Dude, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I hate this. There's music, it's just super quiet. It says Hayes. What's up, dude? Yeah. Maybe it's the tab on YouTube which has a low volume. It's normal volume. Okay, yeah. Like, fuck the music. I'll just figure it out later. Yeah, dude. I didn't think it was. Yeah, I'm not gonna be debugging OBS, dude. I gotta debug on Real Engine. So that's too much of a headache. Yeah, we'll figure it out later. Thank you for letting me know, people. I appreciate it. What's up, Hayes? How was your stream? I saw you were streaming earlier. How did things go? Are people getting excited about what you're implementing in these last few days? My YouTube stream is also vertical, by the way. On the computer, if you're on the phone, it's gonna be vertical. Yeah, that is correct. Or a tablet. But on the computer, it shouldn't. So if it's vertical on a computer, I am gonna be mad. I hope. Unless it's vertical. Oh, okay. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, so I'm trying that functionality from Restream, where you can send 2 signals to YouTube at least. You can do it on Twitch also, but you need certain specific graphic cards on the streaming computer. So I'm streaming from a Mac, and you cannot do it with a Mac. Yeah, so that's a new functionality from all of the streaming programs. What do you use for streaming, Hayes? Do you use Restream or Streamlabs? I really had issues with Streamlabs, dude. Yeah, I tried it last week. I only used it for like 2 days. Okay, let me see. So, oh, that's why it wasn't rapping. I am fucking stupid, man. No, it's not that. Hey, says stream was good. You ate some big tacos before, so you were kind of sleepy from food. Coma. Food coma. But it's not there. There's not a coma. It's literally the word coma from food coma. But you did some modeling. You used normal OBS and Restream for YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, me too. Same setup. I was trying Streamlabs for like some other functionalities, but it's not worth it. Streamlabs performance is shit. Yeah, I can tell you that it is. Okay, no pigeon. Let's turn off the pigeon. Yeah, so thank you to Grimeshine for using the points to redeem the pigeon. I appreciate it. Good trolling. Hestev says coma in English is like when you go into a deep sleep. No, I know, dude. I know. I just hadn't read the word coma, so I just read sleepy from food, and then I read coma. Yeah, food can do that to you sometimes. Ah, that's interesting, dude. Yeah, that is interesting, because I have dealt with that, and a doctor told me that is a symptom of insulin resistance. Yeah. Have you ever gotten a test? Have you gotten checked? I do have insulin resistance, so I can tell you. Yeah, that is one of the symptoms, like going into deep sleep after eating. Okay, let's see. Oh, bullshit. That's just having good food and you feel good inside and sometimes sleep. Nah, dude. It is a real symptom. And I do have that shit, and I can tell you it is a real symptom. I didn't have that shit when I was younger. I could eat like a pig and I wouldn't go to sleep. But yeah, dude, you're younger, so maybe yeah, yeah, at your age I wouldn't be like, yeah, concerned about that. At mine, I am concerned about it, like constantly. But yeah, dude, yeah, I get it. That yeah, when I was younger, yeah, I wouldn't have thought that was a symptom of anything. Yeah, the body can take a toll when you're young. I ate way more when I was young. I still eat a lot, like a pig, like literally like a pig. But now I'm more I am more self-conscious, and not like it does anything. Yeah, I shouldn't be talking shit with the burgers I had in the weekend. Dev says you've never had a meal and sleep afterwards because the meal was so good. No, when I was younger, no. I don't remember the food having that effect in me. Yeah, it would just give me more energy. Now it does. Now that I'm older, it does. Like, I can have a meal, especially there's a lot of carbs in it, and go to sleep, like in a very deep type of sleep. Okay, why are you not rapping, bro? And we'll come back to this because I don't know what is up. Are we even oh, we're not opening the... No, we are right. That is the widget. Hey says, well, shit, it's a bonus from me. You love food comas. Yeah, okay, dude. If you enjoy them, they help you recharge. That's good. Are you gonna go and sleep late tonight? Keep working to the night, late into the night, or you are done for the day? What's your current schedule? I've been trying to fix my sleep, people, and I cannot. I've been like going to sleep late. I try to go to bed before midnight, but then I just end up sleeping at like fucking 2 a.m. 1:30. That is way too late for me. Oh, hey, Steph says, always, you know how it is. Yeah, man, I know how it is. Not healthy, right? Yeah. Also, you know that medical thing is real. I was being silly. No. The thing is that when I was young, dude, like you're 20 right now, I think, right? Yeah, because you were 19 last year. And yeah, when I was young, yeah, dude, I could really abuse my body in different ways, and it wouldn't take a toll on me. Yeah, so, and I wouldn't even be concerned, dude, at 20 about insulin resistance and stuff. Even if there's a genetic component. But yeah, dude, yeah, don't overthink it. That is just a 30-year-old talking shit about diseases and shit. Yeah, I know how it is about going to sleep late, dude. I want to fix that because it's not good, dude. It's not good. It's not sustainable. Then I end up feeling like shit after a couple of months overdoing it. So yeah, dude, it'd be cool to stop doing it, to fix my sleep. Yeah, dude, don't sweat it. At 20, don't sweat it. At 30, fucking sweat it. I can tell you that. Sweat it when you're 30. You've got a couple years ahead of you before you can start being concerned about insulin resistance and bullshit. Dude. Why? Memory name, no data. Which is which? Let me see which is which one. Oh, this is title. I am fucking stupid. Yeah. I was wrapping the wrong fucking text box. Yeah. What am I even doing? Okay, this is gonna be the title. Yeah, that's correct. Hey says, I'm ready to be done with Galvan update though. I'm getting kind of tired of fixing and remaking systems. You and me both, bro. Hey says, excited to do the Flash project afterwards. Oh, you're getting... I remember you talking about that concept. You're gonna get back to that one? Yeah. That's big news to hear from you, dude. Yeah, because you've been so focused in Galvan and stuff. So, what's the vibe with this new Flash project? What's the idea behind it? Yeah. What are your plans for it? How are things looking for you these next few months that you're gonna focus on that one? Have you ever posted before on, like, you told me you posted on Game Jolt? That's where you got some people interested in Galvan and stuff, right? So what are your plans for that one? Let me see here. I'm checking out something here, people. Okay, let's get back here. Okay, let's fix that layout. It says your plans are mostly to make it for a YouTube video because you'd like to make more YouTube content, so you want to do something massive but enough for a video and a little experience for people to play. Hell yeah, dude. So you're releasing the build on itch or where? Pakaku, what's up, my dude? I was talking about you like 15 minutes ago, I think. I was just showing your stuff. When you posted on the Discord, I'll show it again as you're here. This is Detective Pakaku in the chat, people. The person I was showing their work. What is this, Pakaku? It looks really good, dude. The materials, that glass-like material and stuff. I love this, dude. What is this? Tell me more about this. Thank you for sharing, dude. Thank you for keeping the place alive. You know how inconsistent I am on Discord. It's hard, dude. It's hard to be a solo dev and keep up a community alive and doing streaming and doing content, making a game, fixing bugs. It's hard, dude, to keep up with everything. So I'm sorry if I stop posting from time to time, but we are reviving the Discord. It says itch. Yeah, you're using itch because you can upload changes through command prompt instead of a full new build. Ah, yeah, dude. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, so just like it works like Steam in a way, right? It checks the different things in the build. Oh, or do you mean you do it from Unreal Engine? That's what you mean? From inside Unreal Engine? Oh, shit. I didn't know about that from itch. I didn't know about that, dude. Oh, like Steam, not from Unreal. Oh, okay. Yeah, that would have been really cool to push the changes from Unreal, right? Wakaku says, oh my god, thank you, Nerdy. It is a little item from Skyrim that you decided to recreate. It's called Asura Star, and it's like a crystal star thing. I didn't finish Skyrim, dude. I did play Skyrim for, I don't know, dude, how many hours? Like a lot of hours. But I didn't finish it. You kind of opted to go for more of a candy glass than crystal, though. It does look really good, dude. Yeah, let's check it out again, dude. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Thank you, Pakaku. Win Pakaku. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Thank you. That means a lot. I am back. We are back. We are so back. Pakaku, thank you. I appreciate it. Have you been working on other stuff, or this was the piece that you've been working these last few days? Yeah, there we go. Thanks, Pakaku. We just started a new subscriber goal because of Pakaku. Hell yeah, this is a good stream. I'm happy. The vibes are good. Okay. So, hey, I didn't know itch.io was like Steam, dude, that you would do it on the command prompt. I thought you would upload the files like Google Drive and shit. That's good. I never even tried uploading a build on itch because my page, the page for the game, never got traction. It was completely dead. I've heard that if you ask to the itch.io team to like index your game, it can have more visibility. Did you do that visibility thing? Pakaku says, have also been working on a character also from Skyrim. Low-key been procrastinating hard. Yeah, we've all been procrastinating hard, dude. I get you. How are things here, dude? Things are good. I am happy to be back. Yesterday I did some streaming, short stream, because I was cooked because I've not been sleeping great these last few days, but things are good, dude. I squashed some really good bugs yesterday. Today also I've been working on the game, so just getting back on the saddle, dude. Yeah, it's bit by bit, right, dude? That's how it is. You know how it is. I want to see more about the character, dude. When you want to share about it, I would be really happy to show it on the stream. Please let me know when it's ready. Have you been on Joey's stream lately, Pakaku? What's up with Joey? What's he working on these days? Okay, let me see. Okay, Discord notification. This is Hayes' work. Let's see what Hayes Dev is working on. Hell yeah, dude. You're gonna, I imagine this is for the Ben 10 game, right? You're gonna rig all of this, right? And texture it and everything. I don't know, dude. I don't know how you do this shit in Blender. Blender just seems to me even more difficult than Unreal Engine, dude. It just makes me overwhelmed. It's always felt like that to me. Thank you, dude. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, I can see this is the character, right, from the show. So this is how it should look like, but in 3D when you finish it. How long do you think this is gonna take you? Thanks for sharing, dude. Appreciate it. Happy to show it on the stream. Pakaku says, knowing your time frame, the character will be ready between now and the next 3 years. Yeah, dude, just like all my shit. I remember, dude, people asking me. I gave a talk on a university in 2022. And people asked me when the game was gonna release. And I said, Spaceman Memories. I literally said, October 2022. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, dude. Like, I really believed it. I wasn't lying. I really believed it was. But I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. So I totally get what you're saying. That things can be ready between now and the next 3 years. Pakaku says Joe is learning Godot right now and getting into some CS stuff, and you think he's killing. I've seen him learning the CS stuff. He's doing CS50, right? Yeah, he's doing CS50. He's locked in and stuff. So happy for him, dude. Happy for him. Is this one? This is, yeah, so I cannot change the line size. Okay, so let's just change the whole layout of things here. It says you started that model on the stream, so if you put about 4 hours into it, you need to unwrap it, the textures, then rig, and then you'll take a break at the point, because animating that motherfucker's gonna be a bitch. It does look like it's gonna be a bitch with the things on his back and shit. It does look like a bitch to work on, dude. You do all of this in Blender, right? Up until the rigging, texture, and everything. Have you used the newer rigging tools in the last Unreal engines like 5.6, 5.7? Like I said, all my days. That's so real, nerdy. It is, dude. I was not lying, dude. Those kids I gave the talk to, it was a talk about making games. So they invited me to do a talk about making games in this university here where I live on. And those kids must think that guy is so full of shit. I remember this guy giving a talk in 2022 saying he was gonna release a game and he never released it. And they must think I am full of shit, which I may be, but I was not lying at that point. He says, I tried out the rigging stuff in Unreal for 5.6. Pretty cool, but you don't think you'll ever animate in Unreal. Just have more comfort in Blender. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Yeah. You do whatever you gotta do. We get comfortable with the tools. We get comfortable, right? And it doesn't make sense to go and relearn certain shit just because it looks powerful. Everyone has their pipeline. We just gotta keep it. It says I do everything in Blender except for textures. Substance Painter. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Everyone has their pipeline. I remember people bullying me on stream because I wasn't using Blockbench. But Crocodile 3D at some point was my pipeline. I really loved it. I miss Crocodile. I don't hate it. I don't think it's a bad program. Yeah, we change. Hey says, for sure, good to talk again, nerdy. I'm gonna go play some Rivals. See you later. Hell yeah, Hayes. Good night. Appreciate it. Beatus. What's up, but dude? What's up? How are you doing tonight? Are you getting ready to go to sleep? We're having a lot of fun, dude. I am not working a lot, but having a lot of fun. Hell yeah. You're tired as hell from work or from the gym? You had a long day at work. Yeah. Did you go to the gym today, dude? Did you exercise and shit? I hope you did. I hope you did some work. Okay. This one. Yeah, let me see. Let's see. Let me get a reference of something. Bit says my boss told me to get up take off early this Friday. Oh, so what are you doing? Are you going out with some ladies and shit? What's up with that, Beatus? It says you were working 5:30 to like 4 p.m. Yeah, man. Dude, I remember I had a job, like a real formal job with the government in 2018. I worked for the government in some financial institution. And I remember clearly the day when I decided to quit that job. It was after I had to work 36 hours in a row. I didn't go to my house. I was in this building for 36 hours working, dude. And after that, I told to myself, I gotta go. I was so cooked after that, dude. It says Joe's using Godot right now. What? That is big news. What? Dude, I gotta see that shit. I gotta go and see that shit. Yeah, let's go and see. He is. Joseph Guillermo del Toro using Godot. Dude, he is. He literally is. This is crazy. Dude, Joey has been an Unreal Engine evangelist like me. Not evangelist, I'm just making, I'm just talking shit. Okay, I'm gonna comment on Joey. Okay, we're gonna come in, Joey, and then I'm coming back to my stream. Dude, that's crazy. Thank you for letting me know, Beat. That is so funny, dude. Because Joey has been hardcore with Unreal, just like me. So seeing him try a new engine, it blows my mind. Yeah, that's crazy. It says, can you believe it? Yeah. On YouTube, we've got Servicio al Cliente, admirable, bro. Gracias, brother. Gracias por seguir el stream. Qué buena onda, ¿cómo vas? ¿En qué trabajas hoy? ¿O qué estás jugando? Pakaku says Joe is always locked in. He is locked in, dude. What surprises me is seeing him try a new engine. Not because it's bad. It's just surprising. Because Joey has been a hardcore Unreal Engine user. Just like me. And dude, it is crazy. It is crazy. It blows my mind seeing him trying Godot. No, I couldn't believe it, Beat. I couldn't believe it. That's awesome. Okay, let's get back here. Let's try to figure it out. Grimes said Godot seems like a better fit for him, to be honest. That's interesting, Grimeshane. Why do you think? Yeah, why? That's an interesting thought. I have not thought about why Godot could be better for some people than for others. Maybe I don't know enough about the engine. Okay, on YouTube, our friend Servicio al Cliente says you're working on a mini game for Android with Raylib while you're listening to me. Servicio al Cliente dice estoy haciendo un minijuego para Android con Raylib. Bro, qué buena onda. Unite a mi Discord, compartime lo que estás trabajando y lo miramos aquí en el stream. Gracias. I was just telling Servicio al Cliente on YouTube because they're telling me they're making a mini game for Android with Raylib. That is hardcore. Raylib is hardcore. Good shit. Grimes just says just with his low resolution, low poly vibes, you think he would want to be able to run them on a potato? You are not wrong. Yes, I can see what you're saying now. You are not wrong. Whatever you can get out of Godot, like a game, the performance of it, yeah, just wanting to get it into the hands of more people, it is Godot the way to go, because the game is just gonna perform better. Yeah, Bit says he's already shocked by the near instant compile times. He's like, don't I have to build this first? Why you gotta do me like this, Bit? Why you gotta come and bully me and my engine? Yeah, my building process takes 2 minutes. No, yeah, dude, you are not wrong. Performance-wise, Godot is the way to go. Especially if you are not gonna need a lot of fancy shit from other engines like Unreal Engine. There's a lot of fancy shit that I do not need. I didn't need for this game. I just went with it because I like the visual scripting. But if you can get the hang of GDScript or C#, yeah, dude, go with Godot. It's the way to go. Okay. Let me see. Yeah. Pete says, don't I have to build this for... Okay, I read that one. That's good, dude. I may think Joey is gonna get addicted to it. Yeah, I can see him getting addicted to Godot. For real. Dude. I cannot remember what I'm doing here. Yeah, the talk has been a lot of fun. I lose the thing that I've been doing. What was I doing here? I was trying to pass the info. Yeah, let's see if I like the layout right now of this. We're gonna have an image here for the card. Temporary ability card has been added to your loadout. We could have the card here. Yeah. and the info here, or the info here and the card here. Who knows? Yeah, we will decide. This one, let me see what's the text of this one. This one's gonna be close. Ability card log. Yo, Bid, when are you getting back to Godot, dude? What are you waiting for? Joe is using Godot. You gotta go back to it. Dude, I wanna find that graph. Let me find that graph. On Twitter, I saw this graph about Godot versus Unity. And I fucking knew that was gonna happen. It was slow, but yeah. It's about the market share. I'm trying to find it here on my other monitor. What's a recent graph? Like a pie chart about Godot use. Godot. Yeah. I cannot find it, dude. I should have bookmarked it. Let me see. It was from a game jam, I think. Oh, okay. I think here it is. Check it out. Check it out. This is the graph. The Game Maker Toolkit Game Jam is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, game jams in the internet. And this is how it's looking now for Godot versus Unity. And Unreal, it's not an engine used by a lot of people. I get that one. But Unity was like, I'm pretty sure it was like 80% a couple years ago. This graph would have been 80%. Now Godot is 47. This shit is gonna be 67 next year. And Unity is gonna keep losing and losing and losing market share because they were too slow to react and they made bad decisions. Kaku says you're trying your hand at Godot, but unfortunately you also have no time to busy doom scrolling. Yeah. Mevan go, what's up, dude? Thank you for coming back to the channel. We were just talking about you earlier. Akaku says, wow, that's crazy numbers. It is. Bit says Unity is cooked. I think they are. I love Unity, dude. I used Unity for a couple years. I think it's a good engine. But yeah, marketing wise, they are cooked. Yeah, Godot ate their breakfast. Unreal Engine is not cooked because these big ass studios are using it, and Epic doesn't even need that money from Unreal Engine because they've got Fortnite and shit, right? But Unity is just Unity. They've got no Fortnite to make them money. So in a couple years, if they don't like do some crazy shit to revive this community, they are gonna get cooked. It says Unreal will rank champion for AAA and upscale realistic graphics. Yes, you are not wrong. For the large majority of people who do not have the best hardware but want to make games or do need crazy graphics, Godot will become number one selection. Yeah, I also think this same thing you're saying. Exactly the same. And this is not me hating on Unity in any way. If you're using Unity, props to you. I used Unity for a couple years. I loved it. I never hated the engine. I just hated the corpus making the bad decisions. Yeah, it's a matter of time. Of when, not if. Yes, I think so, Bit. Unless Unity says some crazy shit like, we're gonna give you $200 for every time you download our engine. Some crazy shit, dude. Like to revive that community. Because Godot just ate their breakfast completely. Okay, we're good here. It says the main problem Godot faces right now is lack of maturity and console porting. It does. Yeah. There's not a large ecosystem of good tutorials, but that is rapidly changing every day. Also, they are lacking a good marketplace, like a serious marketplace. Yeah, they don't have a marketplace like the Unity one or the Fab Unreal marketplace. They are lacking on that part. It says they have an asset store now. Actually, They have one, dude, but not a good one yet, not a serious one yet. Yeah, we were just talking with another fellow developer about that, and they were telling me that it's not robust yet. You cannot sell certain things yet, so yeah, they gotta like get their shit together, because if they do that and it works as it should, just like Unreal Marketplace or the Unity one, it's game over. That is game over. Yeah, I didn't know Slay the Spire was made in Unity and then ported to Godot. Yeah, I didn't know that. One of the biggest Godot projects of all time so far in terms of financial success. I know that game made a lot of money. I just thought it was made in Godot from the beginning. Yeah, there was a chart comparing things from different years. Oh, here it is. Check it out. This is 2022, 61%, and I think it was even higher in the previous years than 2022. I'm pretty sure that was even higher in before 2022, and this is 2026. Yeah, they fucked up bad. I knew it, dude. I knew it when I changed to Unreal. It may not have been like the fuck up was bad, but in 2023 when it happened, I knew it. I knew it was gonna be a bad fuck up. Yeah. Yeah, they did fuck up. Yeah, I'm just checking something here. Yeah, dude. It took time, but the bad decisions they made in the corporate side ended up having an effect. For sure, they ended up having an effect. Yo, where's the chat? Okay, here it is. No, they had done 2 years of work before the runtime fee, and then the runtime fee. It's crazy that we can pinpoint the exact moment in time where Unity shot themselves in the foot, and they never came back from it. Yeah, like they are not dead, but they never came back from the runtime fee shit. That's what made me specifically a small ass non-famous irrelevant game developer to change engines. So do you imagine studios, dude, serious studios like the guys from Slay the Spire, that it even pushed them as also it pushed me? Yeah, they fucked up bad. They backtracked later, but it was too late. For a lot of people, it was too late. The confidence in them was already, they killed it. They totally killed the confidence anyone could have in them. Okay, let me see the code of this one to understand how I'm doing things. Okay, I get that table row. Row. Bit says, you know who was the CEO for Unity when they created the runtime fee? Yes, this stupid ass motherfucker that was previously working on EA. The one that said that it'd be cool to charge people for bullets. Yeah, the same dumb as CEO of EA. So it's a surprise everyone hates Unity now. Not a surprise. It is not a surprise, dude. It is not a surprise. I think, dude, we are gonna look back in a couple years and have this exact conversation about Xbox. We are gonna be able to pinpoint exactly, like with the runtime fee, when was the start of the death of Xbox. I can see. Even Sony, some people could say, but I would say right now I would say more Xbox. Like what they're doing, how they're managing things. We are gonna look back at this CEO and we're gonna say she didn't even know anything about games. Why was she running Xbox? And we're gonna look back at like this dumb CEO from Unity and say, yeah, it was obvious. That would kill the brand. It says Unity is the Nokia of game engines now, the blockbuster of game engines. It is, sadly, it is. It's not dead, but it's on track. In like 5 years and shit. Yeah, if they don't have like some crazy thing that totally revives the engine. Yeah, because Unreal is never gonna die, dude. Epic has too much money from Fortnite, and they do need the engine. They are developing the engine for that game, so it's not gonna die. But Unity, dude, they are getting cooked very quickly by Godot. Only Hans says, what's good, bitches? What's up, dude? How was your nap? Some little birdie told me you were sleeping. How are you, my friend? It says Unity's only hope to go open source. Unity went open source. Yes. Yeah, it's crazy, right, dude? It's crazy that if Unity went some shit like that, crazy shit like open source, like an MIT license, yeah, that would be very problematic for Godot. But they're not gonna do it, dude. They'd rather see the company die before doing something like that. They would rather see the company die. I can tell you that. Only Hans says Snap was great. I'm eating an island way sorbet now. Dude, why you gotta do me like that? You know I don't have one of those here, and it makes me feel like shit not having an island way sorbet. What's, dude, not cool. I'm gonna have that shit when I go to the United States of A, people. I'm gonna have island way sorbets. I'm telling you, that's gonna happen after we release Spaceman Memories. We'll get to the United States of A and eat these really cool desserts. But it says, you think if Unity actually had the balls to go open source? I don't think they have the balls. Also, they've got way too many shareholders for them to decide some shit like that. They gotta keep shareholder value and shit. It's just like suicide for yeah, no, I don't think that'll happen. But you think they would bounce back and earn more money than they are right now? Eventually, wouldn't be a bad business decision, but shareholders don't see it that way. They just want to see profits in the next 3 months. They do not have the stomach to go for 3 years until they can turn things around. Vito says, but do they really? The stock price is in the toilet. Still, man. Still. They are degenerates. Wall Street are degenerates. They'd rather have the stock price in the toilet than making a good decision. Yeah. Because for them, going open source and giving a lot of good things for free, it's like anti-money. They don't see it turning into a lot of money in the future. And they are wrong. Just we can see a lot of good projects, open source projects, eating the world. It says 5 years ago it was 196 a share, and now it's 35. Yeah. Yo, Jins87 has followed. Thank you, dude. How are you? Appreciate the follow. Leave a message in the chat if you want to talk. If not, don't worry. Just keep lurking. I also appreciate it. Thank you. That's really cool. We're just having a conversation about engines here, game development, how things have went for Unity, how Godot is eating their breakfast. Yeah, dude, it's too sad. Many of us started with game development because of Unity, dude. It's sad seeing how things went for the engine because of bad financial decisions, not the software. It was never the software. It was just financial executive decisions. Gens 87, cool emoji, dude. That's really, really cool. Thank you. Do you also make games? Are you an artist? Let me know everything about you. Okay. My brain is very unfocused right now. It's been stimulating having this conversation. It's been a lot of fun. But it says, right, it's bedtime for me. Yeah, I know, dude. I know you're living in France now. It must be late there in Paris. So have fun in the Eiffel Tower, dude. Have a good night, Beat. Appreciate it. That was a fun conversation, dude. Thanks for giving me the heads up that we lost Joseph Guillermo del Toro to Godot from the Unreal Engine army. Yeah, that's a big loss for us, for the Unreal Engine army. But it's good for him, I would say. Yeah, he's gonna enjoy it. Have a good night, dude. Appreciate it. Hope to see you later in this next few days. Okay, what am I gonna do here? Dude, I'm just gonna go I'm just gonna go back to the other map and like try to ground myself again on what was I trying to figure out right now. Yo, only hands. What about those surveys and shit? Send pictures on the Discord. Why aren't you on the Discord, dude? Why aren't you on the Discord? Jeans87 says, aspiring game dev, studying computer science at school right now. Hell yeah, dude. What year you're at? What are you using? Are you using a proprietary engine like Unreal, Unity? Are you using Godot? Are you using libraries for game development? You ate it all. You're bad. Yeah, you're bad. Dude, whenever I read Americans saying my B, I just think about my bitch. It takes me like 2 seconds to remind myself this phrase means my bad. But first I just think my bitch. So I just read that one like, all right, I ate it. Laugh out loud. My bitch. Yeah. Then I remember it's my bad. My bitch is here too. I know your bitch is also here. I know his. What is that bitch doing? Okay. Let's test this. Okay, let's go and clean up some blueprints here from yesterday. Yeah, because I shouldn't be printing some messages to the console. That was for debugging purposes yesterday. Yeah, let me clean that before I just leave it there hanging for years. I think it's this blueprint. Yeah, we are gonna get rid of this, and there it is. Only Hans says my bitch is throwing away my sorbet garbage. Dude, why you gotta treat him like this? The other day I was talking with him and he told me he just hits me constantly. And I was like, okay, he's joking, but now I'm thinking you have a whip and shit. Like, because this sounds very violent. Saying my bitch is throwing away my sorbet garbage. Jin says, just started my second year and you're on Unreal Engine, but you want to be familiar with Unity too, so you can pray you get a job. Yes, dude, that is a really hard decision to make. Which engine you're gonna use, because it's overwhelming, right? Because you do not know what's gonna be up with the future. Like which engine are studios gonna be using the most? If Unity, Godot, Unreal. And I also hope and pray, dude, that you get a job quickly when you finish school. So you wanna finish CS school and then get a game development job, right? Yeah, why did you decide specifically on CS and not a game development bachelor, or is that's not a thing on the college you're at? Okay. Yo, what happened? Okay, let's clean that. Yeah, we're not gonna be using that one. Oh yeah, I know what I was gonna do here on the battle system. Yeah, I was gonna tweak some things. Yeah, The critical text, I think that was happening too late. Okay, I missed it because I was looking at the chat. Missed, that is correct. Yeah. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, bro is dead. Let me try it on the other enemy. Yeah, I need a critical hit. Yeah, I think the critical hit text was happening at the wrong time. So I've been changing the timing of a couple things, so that changed. Gains87 says, you just really like C++? Dude, good shit. Because I just find it so hard. I've always dreamt of being good at shit like C++. But it just seems too difficult for my skill set or brain. So yeah, I'm happy it's something that you enjoy. That was a dream of mine when I was young, dude. Like being proficient in C++. Didn't accomplish the dream. Yeah, I didn't. But it just, C++ has had that aura, dude. C and C++ have always had that aura, dude. Like those iconic languages that you just want to learn when you're young. Before the AI era and shit, right? People don't want to learn these languages anymore. That's good that you really like it. You want to lock in with it. Have you tried using it with Unreal Gains87? Dude, fucking ad breaks. I hate this shit. I hate this. Fucking Twitch, dude. And I have them set at the lowest amount of ads. Okay, let's see if we can get a critical hit. Nah. Okay, we'll get back to that. Jeans87 says you can stand sitting on Blender for hours, but you wish you could because character art is so cool. I cannot use Blender, dude. I can use Blender in a very basic, bare bones type of way. Most of this modeling you see on my game, this has been done in Blockbench and Crocodile 3D. And I get you, dude. If you have more of a programmer type of brain, Blender is overwhelming. Yeah, only for small stuff so far, like moving actors and stuff. Yeah, you've used C++, right, in Unreal. How have you felt the performance of doing things with C++? Have you tested what's the performance of C++ versus Blueprints? Pakaku says nerdy Blender stream when? I think never, dude. If I look stupid with Unreal Engine, dude, like constantly, like right now, I forgot what I was doing, how I was gonna do it. With Blender, that would be 100x. I do not understand that software, dude. It is so hard for me. Blender UI is very hard for me. How the systems are done in the, because I grew up with Maya. I learned with Maya. I learned 3D modeling with Maya. So it's just another paradigm. It's just a different way of doing things, Blender. And I never got the hang of it. I would say Blender is king. Like fuck Autodesk. And Blender has even been used for like Oscar winning shit. But I just don't get it, dude. It doesn't click with me. I don't think we'll ever have a nerdy Blender stream. I would have Blender would have had to be my first 3D modeling software for it to click on my brain. I'm too old now, dude. It doesn't click on. It doesn't. My brain can just learn one hard thing at the same time, and it has been Unreal. James87 says my mesh is completely destroyed within your first 15 minutes. Maya is what they use at your school. Yeah, because Maya has been the formal one, right? For studios and colleges and shit. But fuck Autodesk, dude. I hope, yeah, that company fucking dies. That is a greedy ass stupid company. Yeah, so Blender is gonna eat them as time goes by. They are already eating their breakfast. It's the same thing as Unity, dude. Same shit happened. They got greedy. Another actor came into the movie and totally, with better strategies, are fucking them over. So I do hope Blender keeps eating Maya's breakfast, because I do not like Autodesk. They are goody as fuck. Jeans87 says, carry thinking about it. About characters, you see some people work in Blender and it is witchcraft. It is witchcraft for me. It is. Yeah. Pakaku says same, don't even get me started on sculpting and rigging. For me, that shit is just witchcraft. It is. Well, yeah, like for sure it is witchcraft. Okay. We saved that shit. Let me go back to this one. Yeah, because this one is gonna swap when we pick up that thing. Yo, where was the okay, let me see. Okay, when we pick up this, it is gonna swap our current loadout. Let's see if we can make it work. Pakaku says same, don't even get me started about sculpting and rigging. Okay, that was the last one, right? Yeah, dude. But Pakaku, I do think you are doing that type of witchcraft Jeans87 is talking about. Like, your work for me does look like witchcraft. There's some people, like, I look at their work and I'm like, okay, yeah, I think I could do that if I sat down and put in the hours. There's other people's work where I can see that and I'm like, no, that is just unattainable for me. Like, it looks like witchcraft. And some of your modeling and texturing and stuff, Pakaku, does feel like that to me, dude. Okay, we're gonna bother about the text that goes inside this thing. We are gonna work right now on swapping the loadout of the cards. Okay, so content, card template. Okay, data. Let me open this one and remind myself what the hell my code is doing. Okay. Default loadout, start loadout. Pakaku says, okay. Jin says, blueprints is no joke too. I have a lot of trouble understanding it. It is no joke. And even when you start using it, you'll have a lot of trouble understanding it. Let me show you some shit that I made myself from scratch. There's no plugins in this shit. In this one, I can tell you there's no plugins here. I don't understand it anymore, dude. Like, I can go into some nodes, some group of nodes and see, oh, this is what I was doing. But yeah, dude, not even us using blueprints understand it anymore. Pakaku says, shucks, thanks, Nerdy. Thanks to you, dude. Pakaku says, I see some stuff on ArtStation that sends me into a crisis. I don't go into ArtStation ever because of that, ever, dude. You cannot fathom the level at which some people operate. Exactly, dude. I just rather not see the work. I do not feel inspired by the professionals. They just make me feel stupid. Yeah, dude. Maybe when I was younger, I was more idealistic about my capacity. When I was 18 years old and shit, and I would see a Pixar movie and say to myself, I think I could do the Pixar movie by myself. How stupid I was, right? But now, seeing the professionals and seeing their work, I'm like, I'm not gonna see this shit because it just doesn't inspire me anymore. Yeah, I don't get a kick out of it. It makes me feel like you said. Yeah, sends me into a crisis. Okay, so when we pick up that one, we are gonna do something here. Okay. I had a debugging somewhere to like swap. Yeah. Where was that? I have a debug that does exactly what I'm trying to do, and I forgot where that debug is. Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Let me think. Yeah, so when we pick up that one, this is gonna swap. Let me think, people. We can keep talking. I'll keep thinking. We are gonna swap the card of a testing card. Yeah, let me open up that one. Yeah, we've got two options right now. Current loadout. Loadout number. Okay, I get it. I get what I was doing here. Okay, get current loadout. Yeah, if it's 0, it's gonna be that one. If it's 2, it's gonna be that one. Okay. Where's the data table? This one is default weapon, default defense. Okay, this is the one. Okay, so I am thinking. Yo, what Jeans87 said, yeah, blueprints are no joke, dude, but I am not gonna lie to myself and say that C++ is easier. Yeah, I respect that. I respect C++. Like I said on the other stream the other day, I think it was Friday, I tried C++ once in this project and I broke it. It wouldn't even open anymore. So respect, dude. Respect for you using it in real. I do hope you get all the knowledge you need, all the capacity you need, so you can get that dream job of yours. What would you like to work on when you get into a studio, dude? Jeans87, is there like a specific type of job you would like to get? Dude, where is that debug? I've got a debug key that does shit. I am thinking. Yeah. That's what happens to me for just adding random shit and turning it into a function that I can get back to. Okay, we'll just... Anyways, we'll just fucking do it again. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I know what we're doing. Let me get to the card. No, to the pickup. Yeah. When we pick up this thing, it's gonna be 0.5. Yeah, we're gonna do that later. No, we're gonna do this before. We're gonna get or set. Yeah, we're gonna set the loadout number. Yeah, on the instance. Should we create a blueprint? Yeah, a library for that one. Yeah, we are gonna do that one. This one's gonna be set current loadout. Yeah. And no, this one's gonna be get set current loadout. Jeans87 working on Grand Theft Auto, car physics would be fun to work on. Dude, where do you live at? Could you, if there was a possibility, could you go and work at Rockstar? Are you close to Rockstar? Is that why it's your dream job? Or would you move? Yeah, I think it would be the dream job of all of us. Yeah, like, yeah, Rockstar is like that, like Pixar and shit. If you're an animator, you would really like to work on Pixar, right? If you are a game developer, it would be really cool to work in Grand Theft Auto. Don't I have a variable for that one, dude? Loadout. Okay. Look, we are gonna change the name of this. This one's gonna be current loadout, and set current loadout. We're gonna have an input. Oh no, it has an output, right? Yeah, we need an input on this one. So it's gonna be loadout number. Let's delete this. Dude, I've never thought about car physics. That is such a good answer. Inside87. I love car games, dude. It's one of my favorite type of games to play. I have a driving simulator wheel, a Logitech wheel. I love car games and shit, but I've never thought about making car games. That is such a good answer, dude. It must be a very complex mathematical kind of things, right? With the physics and everything. Jeans87, you live in Los Angeles. I think their closest office is a few hours from me. Yeah, I also think their closest office is a few hours from you. So, dude, go for it. Go for the dream. Do it. Do the work that you gotta do to get to Rockstar Studios and work in Grand Theft Auto. That'd be really cool, dude. Yeah, you're close to it, so it is an attainable thing to do if you lock in. What do Rockstar use? Do they use C++? Jeans87 says Rockstar always had a unique car physics system. Yeah, dude. They've always had a unique car physics system. It drives very well. It is not a racing game type of system. It is an RPG open world type of system. It is fun. It is not meant to feel like a simulator, right? But sim racing games are awesome. They are awesome, but it's a different kind of physics, dude. Right? They are awesome. I love them. I play F1 and shit. Yeah, any simulator type of car game, I love it. But it's also cool to just go and drive around the city like in Grand Theft Auto and not thinking about the specific things you gotta do to not lose the car. It feels fun. It is not a thing you need to ramp up your skills to be good at. It's just fun from the first time. So it's definitely different type of physics. This one's gonna be integer. Yeah. What? Current loadout could not be found. Why? Okay, there it is. I hadn't compiled it. Okay, so we are gonna use this one here when we pick up the memory. That would happen. Shit, dude, what the fuck is all of this, man? Okay, I'll think about cleaning all of this in a bit. Set current loadout. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna set it at, okay, let's say 2. Jeans87 says, yeah, they have an in-house engine called Rage. Yeah, I've heard about Rage. I just didn't know which language it was. It's C++, but you're almost sure they take advantage of other languages like Python. Interesting, dude. It's crazy, dude. How throughout all of this time, shit like that hasn't leaked. Like an engine build or something like that, dude. Yeah, I know there's NDAs and shit, but it means they've got a good system in place, because after all of these years nothing has leaked in a big way, like about tools of the company have leaked to the internet. That's a really interesting thing, dude. Yeah, because we're not sure about what they're using, right? Like, we know for a fact they're using C++, but we don't know about other things because of how secretive they are with their stuff, right? Okay, so this one, we are gonna create another one. This one's gonna be loadout number, and this one will be also an integer. Jane says nothing officially has ever been said about the Rage engine. Yeah, exactly, dude. Nothing official, but you're sure they use C++ with how big some of their worlds are and the complexity of some of their games. It's the only one, right? It's the only one that it's possible to do this kind of things. Yeah, 4 games. Okay, we're gonna set this one here. That's gonna sit. Let's look at it. What the fuck am I editing, dude? Oh, fuck. I should not be editing this. What am I doing? Dude, I was editing the wrong blueprint. Bro. Yeah, that is no joke. Let me close that shit and not get... That is a very important blueprint that I shouldn't be changing stuff. Yeah, that was the other one. Shit. Let me open that up again and delete some of that shit. Jin says working on Red Dead would be pretty legendary too. It would be, dude. Are they making a new one? Do you think they are making a new one, or are they like 100% focused in Grand Theft Auto? You're essentially trying to get a job at Apple. Yeah, you're essentially trying to get a job at Apple, at Ferrari, at Nintendo. It's just the top of the mountain. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's the hardest type of job in an industry. Yeah, if you were living in Japan, this would be Nintendo. If you were living in California, it would be Apple. You're living in California. If you were living in Palo Alto, I mean, that would be Apple, right? If you were living in, I don't know, dude, Europe, it would be Ubisoft. Like the top of the top. Yeah, man. I hope you can accomplish the dream and you can come back to this channel in a couple years and tell me, dude, you remember that talk we had in August of 2026, and now I'm at Rockstar. I hope we can have that conversation, dude. Like, honestly, that'd be really cool. I would be pumped about knowing a story like this one. Okay, that happens, dudes. That shit does happen. I remember in one of my first streams, dude, when I didn't talk with anyone, I just talked like with 3 people on Twitch and on YouTube. I started streaming, and this person came in and we started talking. We became friends in chat and everything. Then this person told me, I am making this game, I'm working on this game. And I was, okay, that's really cool. And Dude, I would have never expected that this game that this person was working on would turn out to be so big. It's a Roblox game called Dead Rails. So one of the developers of Dead Rails was one of the first people I talked to on Twitch. And that shit happens, dude. I never heard about them again. Yeah, you would never come back. I would totally understand it, dude. Yeah, they never came back because I imagine they were so busy with the game. Yeah, I know you're joking, but it could happen, dude. It could happen. So I do hope some shit like that happens. Like me saying, I remember talking with this person that then ended up working in Grand Theft Auto. You say, or come back and tell you how I'm an indie dev making my dream game. So either way, it's a win for everyone. Yeah, for you or for anyone, dude. Yeah, dude, it's good that you have the open mind to say to yourself, it would be a win if I end up in a place like Rockstar, but it also would be a win if I end up making my dream game. Both are true. Yeah, not one dream is bigger than the other. Okay, we're gonna set up. Yeah, I am gonna go back to the other blueprint, which I should not have been working on that one. I was wrong. Okay. Yeah. Okay, shit is compiling because we changed the variable type. Okay, that is cool. There we are. Gonna leave this one. Instance editable. Okay, there it is. This is the pickup ID, item ID. Yeah, I'm gonna think about that shit later. So yeah, dude, Jins, good luck to you, dude. Good luck with this dream. I hope it happens. I do hope it happens. Life can change, dude, in a lesser amount of time than we think. Like I told you that story. I didn't even have followers on Twitch or anything, dude. One of the first people talking with me on Twitch. Jens87 says, it just sounds like a fun experience more than anything, I think. It is a fun experience, dude. Making a game by yourself. It is a rewarding experience. Yeah, it is a very, very rewarding experience. Hard one, dude. It's hard. I get existential talking about that shit. It's hard. Not once, I can tell you. Not once I've thought about giving up. Not once, dude. In 4 years in some shit of making this game. Not once. Because if you're just clear about the dream, dude, about like making it happen, there's not gonna be any doubts. I've had doubts about my own ideas, about the quality of my own work. That is always there. But stop making the game, not finishing the game. Yeah, I would say not once. Yeah, if you get into that mindset, dude, you are gonna be able to finish the game. So just get into that mindset, dude, until you can get and work into Rockstar games. Okay, this one's gonna be loadout number. The loadouts. We're gonna. Yeah. Let me see. Default weapon. Default defense. Okay, so if we do 2. Yeah, does this count from 1 or from 0? I think it does from 1. Jin says, you're realizing how hard it is only recently, but in some ways you think that motivated you even more. Yeah, dude. How old are you, Jins? If the question doesn't bother you, if you're fine with it. Yeah, dude. It is hard. 28, dude. Good age. Good age. That's when I started making this game. That is good age. Because of not because of the knowledge, the technical knowledge you can have to make a game, more because of the realizations you have in life at that point. I am not saying that you cannot make a game at 22, at 18. There's been really good, successful indie game developers making games at 18. I just think that many of us didn't have the resilience to finish games and make games at 18, at 20, at 22, even at 24. And at 28, at 30, dude, at 32, there's a switch, dude, in your mindset. Like your mental strength is different. You have more strength, like to finish long type of projects, like making a game, dude. I am not trying to say, and if you're watching and you're 22, 19, 20 people, you want to make a game, go for it. Fuck it, go for it. I'm just talking about by personal experience, that I just didn't have the knowledge in life, dude. Spiritually, go on a 4-year long project, dude, and try to finish it. Like, for sure, I would have given up already. So I would say, dude, for you 28, that's a great age to start making the game that you want to make, whichever it is your dream game, dude. Yeah, dude, good talk. This is a good talk, interesting talk. What was it trying to do? Okay, we're gonna, let me try this. We're gonna set this one at 2. Let me see if it changes it. So, and let me open up this one. Oh, or testing car. Okay, this one. Okay, so if current loadout is okay, no, it's 0 or 1. Yeah, no, it's not 1 or 2. So this one we'll set it at, or we're gonna set it at 1. Jins says, you agree? You think you start to realize that sort of investment mindset? Yeah, dude, it's a different type of mindset. When I was younger, dude, I just wanted quicker type of dopamine and rewards. And I was more idealistic about the world, the state of the world, and how things worked and shit, dude. Now I'm more clear-headed, more cold about shit. Like, I can tell you, like, I'll give you an example. Like last year, I remember, let's see if this works, if this is doing what it should be doing. Only Hans says, good luck with the journey, Jens. Yeah, good luck. This is a good friend, a good person that is saying honest words, Jens. I can tell you that. These are really honest words from Only Hans. So good luck to you. I was meaning to tell you that shit has happened to me that would have made me think I was in the top of the world when I was younger, dude. Like last year, Epic Games contacted me to post this game on their social media, dude, on the Unreal Engine social media, which was really cool, dude. I am not saying I am not happy about it, but that shit had happened to me, dude, at 22. That would have fried my brain. It made me feel happy, dude, but it didn't made me feel realized. It didn't feel me feel fulfilled. Like, oh yeah, I'm in the top of the world. Now I'm a game developer, which Epic Games posted their games on their social media, on Unreal Engine social media. It was cool, dude. It was a nice experience, but it didn't change my life. And I can tell you that it didn't change the development of the game. It didn't make it easier. It didn't make it faster. And that, I would say, if I was younger, it would have been cheap dopamine to make me feel like I was successful when I wasn't. So I'm happy that shit like that didn't happen to me when I was too young, because it would have fucked me up. It would have fucked with my ego, made me feel fulfilled in ways that I shouldn't. Because those type of things do not finish games, dude. They are cool, but they do not add anything towards the finishing of a project. So that's what I'm saying, dude. Younger, yeah. I don't think I would have been able to do the progress I've been making with this game. Jin says it didn't change the development of it. Didn't. Did it make it easier having this game showcased in Unreal Engine's social media? It didn't in any way. Okay, let's try this shit again. I didn't even test the thing I was trying to test because I was talking. Yeah, man. It would have totally fried my motivation if I was younger. I would have felt too accomplished. I would have lost my hunger if shit like that would have happened. It doesn't do shit for me anymore. Yeah, it's cool, but it doesn't, yeah, change my mindset. The grinding mindset of, okay, dude, game is not over. Yeah, winning is not there. You haven't won shit. You just gotta keep going, even if good shit happens around the project. Okay, let me see if this is doing what yes, it is doing what I think it should be doing. Okay, so that changed the loadout. The functionality is working. We did the pickup and it changed the loadout. Let's test it again, changing the number of the loadout to 0. Yeah, the 28 is a good age, I would say, to start a game as a solo developer. Because you're gonna need a lot of mental strength, my dude. You are definitely gonna need it. And I don't mean it in a bad way. I just mean it in a realistic way. What type of game are you hoping to make, Jeans87? Okay, let's try. This should have changed certain cards. It may not seem like a difference to you people watching the gameplay, but I know what's happening, yeah, on the code. And yes, there it is. That changed the loadout. I can see the difference in cards. Yeah. Okay, so the pickup is doing what it should be doing. Yeah, let's try to randomize this shit. And it's gonna be very simple. I don't think... Am I using an integer there? Yeah, where is that? Yeah, we're using an integer. Yeah, it's an integer. That's what we need. So on begin play, we're just gonna randomize that loaded number value. Yeah. And okay, this is gonna be change to load out. Servicio al cliente says on YouTube. Tengo una duda, devs como vos, ¿cómo ven el desarrollo de minijuegos del tipo casual o hiper casual? Ya que hay una gran diferencia a lo que haces actualmente, un desarrollo gigante. I'm gonna translate this to English. This is a friend from YouTube asking questions about game development. And then I'm gonna translate my response too. So if you're watching, bear with me. Jin says, you have a dream of some indie devs coming together and creating a sort of dream factory, dev studio. I think a lot of them could be a good mentors to younger devs too. You really want to be able to make a party game third-person shooter. Hell yeah, dude. Party game third-person shooter. Hell yeah. What? Could you give me an example? That sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah. I also get what you're saying about like a sort of dream factory. Dude, we need those type of things not only in the US where you live at, just in the rest of the world, dude. More places where knowledge can be transmitted in realistic ways. Not like this bullshit type of workshops for YouTube and shit where they are teaching stuff. Yeah, not that type of shit. Like real mentoring, right? Where people can really transmit real knowledge. Not like to brag in a technical way and do a workshop of some shit that no one understands just to brag about your knowledge. But this thing you're talking about, I'm gonna answer to our friend Servicio al Cliente in YouTube. Servicio al Cliente, pues fíjate que yo no te diría que es algo malo, pues solo te diría que no es mi feeling. Yo completamente entiendo que otras personas desarrollen juegos para móviles de forma casual porque es un género que genera dinero más rápido. Entonces, si a vos te gusta ese género, dale por ahí. Si no te gusta el género y solo lo quieras hacer como por dinero, no le des por ahí porque va a ser un proceso frustrante. Entonces es más una cuestión de gusto, diría yo. Si hay una gran diferencia, pero en cuanto a dificultad, siempre va a ser difícil, aún esos juegos casuales. ¿Por qué? ¿Qué es lo que estás pensando? ¿Qué es lo que estás considerando? ¿Por qué hiciste la pregunta? Me avisas ahí en el chat. So I just said to my friend, servicio al cliente in YouTube, that because they were asking about how do I see the development of mini games that are more casual, like for mobile type of games, right? For phones and stuff. Because it's a difference on what I'm doing in a hyper casual game. I would say it is a creative difference, not a technical one. Like making hyper casual games is also gonna be a hard process. The code is not gonna be easier. I would even say there's even more pieces that can break if you're using ad stuff or you're gonna be using leaderboards in mobile. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's easier. It's just a different type of mindset. It's just a creative decision, I would say, and that's what I answered to our friend in YouTube. Jeans87 says similar to Splatoon. It reminded you a lot of the type of game you want to make. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I get what you're saying now. That was the best example you could use for this type of game. What about the graphics? I want to hear more about your idea. What would the graphics look like? Realistic, stylized, post-apocalyptic? What would the vibe be of the game you have in your mind? I always like to hear about what people want to make, dude, because you never know when someone's is thinking about something that's gonna be groundbreaking, and that's really cool, dude. If you want to keep it private, you want to like not talk about your ideas, it's fine, dude. I totally get it. I also get that is a creative decision. Okay, we're gonna use a pen. Okay, this one's gonna say swap to loadout and space. Okay, yeah, this is gonna set it even before I pick it up. Yeah, even before I pick it up, that's gonna set it. No, this is begin overlap. What the fuck am I doing, dude? Yeah, that doesn't go there. Okay, get in paint in range. Okay, no, random int in range. Okay, yeah, we're gonna try right now just 0 to 1. Yeah, then we'll keep adding. Servicio al cliente on YouTube says oh, this is an interesting story. Yeah, so Servicio al cliente says when they retired, they decided to go into video games because it was the only thing that they wanted to make in their career that they didn't do. It's been 4 months making this casual type of game, but your idea is to make a bigger type of game. Yeah. Servicio al cliente, I leí tu comment. Sí, qué interesante. Entonces, me imagino que vos trabajaste mucho tiempo en programación o cosas de IT, de computadoras, y ahora querés entrar a los videojuegos. Yo te diría que si no quieres hacer juegos casuales, no los hagas. No solo porque yo creo que es una ilusión que se ven más fáciles de hacer. Yo no creo que sean más fáciles de hacer. Al final del día va a ser difícil concretar cualquiera de los dos juegos. Entonces, no te vayas por ese tipo de juegos casuales solo porque se ven más fáciles, porque si no te gusta lo que estás haciendo, te vas a frustrar. No sé si me recordás que estabas usando para hacer el juego. Porfa, Jins87 says, I'm being cautious with what you say. No disrespect. I get it, dude. I totally get it. But you would say, think like Pixar, Toy Story style. Hell yeah, dude. I love Pixar. I grew up with Pixar. I don't think they are the best Pixar that we could have right now. I would totally say they were in a better state at some other point in history. But that is really cool, dude. So stylized realism, you suppose, but with anime influence. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, with the anime influence. Yeah. Servicio al cliente, 27 years working in software development. Yeah, now they are retired. Shit. This is an OG. Yeah, that is a lot of time. Servicio al cliente, 27 años. Qué montón de tiempo. ¿Y cuáles son los lenguajes que manejas? Te cansaste, te retiraste, pero ya sabes el sueño de todos los videojuegos. Así es, ese es el sueño de todos los nerds. So I just said, yeah, because we're talking about Servicio al Cliente in YouTube worked for 27 years in IT, in software development. And yeah, their dream is to make games. So they want to make the dream come true now that they are retired. Shit, this is an interesting story. Ajá, estás con C++ y Raylib. Estoy pensando. ¿Qué tipo, si tuvieras los recursos, el conocimiento, cuál es el juego que quisieras hacer? So I just asked Servicio al Cliente, like, if they had the resources and the knowledge, what would be the game they would want to make? Not just thinking about what is the easiest game that I can finish, more of like, what would be real the game that I would like to make? Yeah. It's an interesting thing to think about. It's crazy that we're just talking with Jeans 8728. I'm 32. Servicio al Cliente in YouTube. If they have 27 years of experience in software development, older than us, crazy, dude. It's crazy how people in different stages of life just have this game development dream. Don't let that dream die, people. And do not ever think that it's gonna be automated. Dude, because games have soul. People can go crazy and shit with all of this AI, and I am not anti-AI. Do not get me wrong. But people get like thinking that with the prompt, they're gonna be able to make a game with soul. No, dude, no. That shit's not gonna happen. Yeah, and this is not coming from an anti-AI person. This is just what I think about the art of making games. So it's good that we do not lose that hunger at whichever age we are, whether it's 15, 19, 28, 32, or older, like Servicio al Cliente in YouTube. Jeans 87, all on different paths to the same goal. It's crazy, dude, how we converge in life around this same fucking dream. Nerd dream. Computer dream of making games, dude. Yeah, even in this age of AI and computers and access to tools, engines, some people are just like, fuck it, I'm gonna make my own engine. Others are like, fuck it, I'm gonna learn Unreal Engine even though I'm a solo dev. Others are like, fuck it, I'm gonna use Godot. Even if I was working with Unity for a couple years. It's crazy, dude. Everyone on a different path. Servicio al Cliente says an RPG of a son of a drug dealer that goes to the USA with crazy missions. Shit. So check this out. Servicio al Cliente's dream game would be about an undocumented immigrant, an RPG about No, yeah. No, yes. I'm not reading wrong. Yeah, an RPG about the son of a drug dealer that goes throughout all of the way, like from Central America or Mexico to the US, and crazy missions along the way. Only Hans says, wow. I am also wowed. Yeah, I'm also wow about this idea. That is very original thing. Yeah. And the goal of the game, they say, is to get their father that is in a jail in New York. Shit. Only Hans says, I played that game. You would go and get your father out of the American jail. Your drug lord father. Yeah. I would also play that game. Hell yeah. Muchas K in Twitch. First time chat. Thank you. These different paths, ages, and timing produce very different games from different perspectives. You love to see it. The game industry needs that variety. Yes. What a good comment, dude. You just made the best comment at the best moment. You just, yeah, it encompasses it, the whole talk. Because I would have never come up with this idea, what Servicio al Cliente is saying in YouTube. Servicio al Cliente, buenísima idea. Yo te diría que, ¿por qué no intentas hacer esa idea de la forma más básica posible? Me imagino que lo querés, aunque sea un RPG, ¿has pensado hacerlo en 2D? So I just asked them, like, if that's the idea, you should go for that idea, dude. If you're retired already, why not just go for it? Like, fuck it. What do you even have to lose? Muchaska, are you a developer? I suppose you're a developer, because this is a very smart type of comment that knows about, like, what you're talking about. It's a different, yeah, it's different paths, different processes. And yeah, I love to see it, dude. I would never come up with certain ideas that a 19-year-old can come up with. I've seen some of these 19-year-olds, dude, 16-year-olds using Game Maker and shit. And I'm like, oh my God, dude. This little shit is so fucking creative. I cannot come up with that shit. Both graphic-wise and mechanic-wise on creativity of stories and shit. I'm like, I couldn't come up with this shit. And also, what we're seeing from Servicio al Cliente, just a different kind of story. That I wouldn't come up with that shit because I am not on that path in life. It's a different path and changes through age, right? Servicio al Cliente says you have to learn an engine like Unity or Unreal for that game. Si lo quieres hacer en 3D, me imagino que sí. Sí, te tocaría usar Unity o Godot o Unreal Engine. Pero, ¿por qué te limitarías? Me pregunto yo a que sea en 3D. ¿No crees que sería algo que puedes concretar en 2D? Hay muy buenos juegos en 2D, brother, que puedes concretar cualquier historia, pues. Tal vez, si está más a tu alcance, yo lo haría en 2D si se pudiera. Porque en 3D hay un montón de otras cosas ahí, otras piezas, ¿verdad? De modelado y iluminación que hacen que el proceso sea más largo. Yeah, Only Hans says do it. Yeah. I would say do it, just like I said. And I would not discard trying to make this game in 2D. Yeah, I would not discard try to make this game in 2D. Okay, so this one loadout. Okay, so this sets the variable. When we go in, this sets it on the main game instance. Yeah. Okay, let's try it. Servicio al cliente says el arte sería una gran limitante. Sí sería una gran limitante, pero agregame en Discord. Agregame en Discord y yo te puedo mostrar que hay un montón de estilos. Hay un montón de estilos que vos no te imaginás que a la gente le podrían gustar y son bastante simples. Yeah, Muchaska says you're a laid off AAA dev. I'm very sorry to hear that. Yeah, me making an indie game while you're out of work, gonna make your dream game. Nobody else is gonna do it. I am very sorry about this, Muchaska. Yeah, that's been happening a lot, dude. This is the state of the industry, right? And it's inspiring, dude. You didn't give up on making games, because I'm pretty sure a shitload of people are giving up on making games because they're getting laid off, right? It's hard, dude. It's hard out there. Yeah. What is your dream game? Yeah, what's the one you're working on? You don't gotta give information that you think it's too private about the idea, but what are you working on? Yeah, I just ask people that come to the channel, what do they work on, what tools they use, what's the vibe of their idea. Yeah, you don't have to share anything that is yeah, too confidential about the project. I totally get that. Servicio al Cliente says like Sifu. That's how you've imagined the game. Let me look for that. Okay, let me just test this, so then I do not forget what I'm doing. Why didn't this print? Okay. Why didn't it print it? Okay, no, it did print it. Swap to loadout. Yeah, swap to loadout 0. Let's see if we can get one. Swap to loadout 1. Yeah. Okay, so this one should give me shields, not weapons, on the cards that you can see on the battle. Let me try that. Okay, ya voy a chequear cuál es Sifu, servicio al cliente. No recuerdo cómo se ven los gráficos, pero ya lo voy a ver. I'm gonna check Sifu. I can't remember how it looks, so I can get a visual reference of what they're talking about. Let me see. Okay, yeah, there it is. Shields. So the loadout, the randomization of the loadout on that pickup is working as it should. Chaska says you're working on a JRPG style rewilding. Oh shit. JRPG fellow dev. First one I think I have in the chat. That is really cool. I'm excited. So where you add plants and animals to a simulated forest to try and build a stable ecosystem that grows and changes on its own. Exactly, dude. This is what we're talking about. Like, how do you come up with this shit? It is so creative, dude. Yeah, where you add plants and animals to a simulated forest to try and build a stable ecosystem. Damn, dude. And I wouldn't have thought about it as a JRPG, so dude, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. How long have you been working on this idea? Are you using Unreal, Unity, Godot, your own stuff? That sounds like a really, really good idea, dude. Shit, I want to see more about this stuff. I want to see more about this. Okay, the shields are working, people. There we have it. The chat is working. Let me go back to the data table and swap this one to the one that has everything. Let me see. Dude, that idea just blew my mind. I just want to see it like visually now existing. Okay, this is Sifu. What Servicio al Cliente said on YouTube. Entonces este es Sifu, ¿verdad? What year is this one? 2022. Yeah. Dude, I like the textures. I had not seen this game. Yeah, I am being honest. I had not seen and I have not played this game. This looks really cool. Yeah, so they're thinking about this type of style. Like, yeah, it's 3D. Sí, entonces ya mire cómo es Sifu. Completamente 3D, ¿verdad? Sí, sería complejo servicio al cliente. Hacer ese tipo de juego en 3D. Tendrías que adquirir ese otro conocimiento, ¿verdad? Que me imagino que es el que se te hace difícil, de 3D, animación y esas cosas. Sí, no sabría cómo qué decirte de cómo comenzar. Que hay tantas capacidades que se tendrían que mezclar ahí. Pero yo te diría que la historia podrías probar a hacerla primero en 2D, de alguna forma, porque es más alcanzable. Yo comencé este juego en 2D, por cierto. So, Muchaska, I just said to our friends at Visual Clint in YouTube that, yeah, they're thinking about at some point making this type of game a 3D game, or their story about walking to the US and being a drug lord's son, trying to rescue their dad. And yeah, but their experience is not in art, in 3D modeling. And that's why I think that you should go with 2D, because the limitations, the constraints are gonna help you make progress. Muchaska says you're a few months deep at this point, so not too far along. Lots of work ahead. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it is. A lot of work ahead. I hope all goes well. I hope you can finish your dream game. I am also making my dream game. That's what I was just saying to Servicio al Cliente, dude. Making games is already so risky, man. It's already such a risky business that nothing assures you success in any way, dude. Like, people sell all sorts of formulas on Twitter, on Instagram, on Reddit and shit. Like, they've got the formula to be a successful game developer and become a millionaire making games. No one has it, dude. Yeah, stars have to align for you to become a millionaire making games. So things may go well for you, things may not go well for you. You could fail and shit. So you should just make your dream game. Yeah, you should just make your dream game, because if you end up failing, and I'm not saying I want people to fail, but if you even end up failing, you ended up making your dream game, dude. And if you ended up failing, making some shit you didn't want to do, you just made it because you thought you would be a millionaire, you'll end up frustrated. Yeah. Muchaska says, how long have you been working on this one? It's looking pretty great. Thank you, my dude. It's gonna be 4 years now on this shit, dude. I feel so overwhelmed of answering that question. I hope you're not on the ad break. If you I'm gonna tell you this in the chat, because Twitch always putting these random ads. Servicio al Cliente says on YouTube, yeah, that's what you decided, starting with the casual to know more about physics and particles. Yo diría que aunque aún así que te quieras familiarizar con todas las partículas, la física de hacer juegos, creo que aún en 2D no necesariamente tendrías que hacer algo casual, pues. Sí le podrías sacar el jugo al 2D para hacer un juego con historia. Man, algunos de los mejores juegos que han salido este año son en 2D. Tienen un montón de complejidad, hicieron un montón de dinero. Solo hace poco estaba jugando Mugenics. Juegazo. Yo te diría que pensé en una forma de concretar esa historia, de hacer el juego que querés hacer, en vez de hacer juegos que estás haciendo tal vez solo porque crees que te podrían ayudar a aprender, porque después uno deja tirados esos proyectos, pues, que no son tan apasionantes, diría yo, como el juego que uno quiere hacer. O sea, yo te diría que te lanzaras a hacer el juego que querías hacer en 2D. Yo sí veo la posibilidad de ese juego. Yeah, so I just said to a friend in YouTube that I still think that they should make the game that they want to make with the story we just talked earlier, even if it's in 2D. Even if they're passionate about 3D, but if you don't have the knowledge, you don't want to like learn animation rigging, 3D modeling, texturing, UV unwrapping. That's a lot of shit, dude, that you don't have to do in 2D. And even with very basic drawings that are very stylized and very personal and original, you can make a very fancy, not fancy, that is not the word, a very good looking game in 2D that you will not be able to do in 3D, because 3D is, yeah, there's other type of knowledge involved. Yeah, that if you didn't study that, you haven't learned about that, you don't want to learn about that, shit, that's just gonna add years of development to any project, dude. If you don't have knowledge in 3D, yeah, I would say, yeah, don't go with 3D. It's just gonna be too much of a headache. Muchaska, are you back from the ad break? I was just telling you, thank you for your comment about it looking great. It's been like 4 years, dude, making this game. First year I was on and off, started as a 2D game in Unity, then I went all in, then I came from Unity to Unreal, and I hope to release it finally this year, dude. That's what I'm aiming for. Also, for anyone watching, please add the game to your wishlist. There you have it in the chat. You can also try the demo. Leave me a review if you try the demo. I'm gonna update the demo really soon, with a couple new features, a couple new bug fixes. So yeah, please do go and try the demo and add the game to your wishlist on Steam. Spaceman Memories, made by a solo developer, dumbass solo developer streaming on Twitch, but passionate one. So I would really appreciate if you added it to your wishlist. Okay, let me see widgets, data. Okay, where's that one? Okay, load out card at the table, and let me go here. Be this one. Okay, yeah, this one's gonna be the first one. Let's see if it generates. Yeah, it generated that one. So now we should have the randomization of the other amounts of cards we didn't have before. The result cliente says on YouTube, because of my discipline, yeah, of your profession, yeah, no, of your discipline, it's hard for you to leave the project to die. You're gonna finish it, and when you post it on the next day, you're gonna start developing like pixel art, something more simple. Sí, yo diría que esa es la forma de proceder. Terminar ese que estás haciendo ahorita, el casual. Y sí, para que no lo tengas en la cabeza, ¿verdad? Terminarlo, sacarlo, lanzarlo y pasarte a ese, al que ya quieres hacer. Como te dije, podemos seguir hablando por Discord y te puedo pasar ideas de, no sé, de cómo podrías concretar ese tipo de historia en 2D, porque sí se puede, pues. Yo creo que no hay historia, no hay juego que no se pueda hacer en 2D. Yo me pasé a Unreal meramente por razones prácticas, de que me cayó mal algunas cosas que hizo Unity. Muchaska says, hell yeah, get this game launched. That final stretch has got to be intimidating and exciting. It is intimidating, dude. Also exciting. I would say more intimidating than exciting. And I don't know, dude. At this point, I am just working like a robot. I am so numbed on both happy and sad feelings in many ways about finishing the game. You just get numbed in many ways. And I imagine it's gonna be a crazy process to release the game. I think the hardest thing was releasing a demo. I would say even more than the full game. It sounds crazy, but the thing is that the demo, dude, you put it out there, and that's your ego in line. That's your baby, the baby that you had for yourself all of these years, and you finally put the game out into the world. And just getting rid of that feeling, dude, that's out of the way. That's out of the way. Once you release demo, you can go and release the full game way more clear-headed. So I would say yes, dude, it's intimidating, but I would say the most intimidating part is behind me in the rear view mirror, which was releasing the demo. I don't think I had the mindset of getting criticized and the thick skin of getting criticized before releasing the demo as I have it right now. Yeah, so it's really helpful thing to release a demo, dude. So if you're thinking about making games, people, do not release a demo close to the full game. Have that experience before, because it's a good one. Alguien says quizás pruebe con default. What's default? Let me see what default is. Okay, so this is working. I cannot see some of the... Yeah, let me see. I cannot see some of the cards I am expecting to see. Like, where are the power-ups? Yeah. Yeah, like, where are the power-ups? Yo, Grimeshine, are you there? Only Hans, did you go? Dude, I hope Grimeshine didn't go to sleep. I was talking too much, and we are gonna play tonight. We're playing that game, Big Walk, with my friend Grimeshine. So, yeah, I hope he didn't go to sleeping. Shit. Okay, there they are. Yeah, there we have the power-ups. Only Hans says we're here. Are we playing? Is Grimeshine playing? I am up. I'm up for it. Yeah, I'm good. I'm ending the stream in a couple minutes if we are playing. Yeah, because I don't want to overdo streaming. If you're watching, I'm sorry, but over 3 hours, it's too tiring. It's too tiring. It's getting close to midnight where I live. So then I become too tired, too overworked, and then I don't want to come back. So I just want to do a sustainable thing. Okay, so we are down as fuck. Hell yeah. So we're playing Big Walk. People say this game is good, people. I'm excited about this game. When Grimeshane sent it to me, I think we're gonna hate it. I told him, because we played other games. But he insisted. I watched some other trailers and gameplay, and I was like, yeah, I think you're onto something here. That, yeah, we should play it. Yeah, so he convinced me. So I am excited now, because the reviews have been good about this game. Okay, so this is working. The pickup changes the loadout, and we can randomize some shit there. Happening, yeah. Hell yeah, this is good. I am gonna work tomorrow, I suppose, in the how the widget should look when we do the pickup of the cards and shit. Let's fucking go, Only Hans. Let's fucking go indeed. So, what time is it? Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave, because that was a good point of ending the stream. If you're staying on Twitch, let's do a raid. Not leave. Let's do a raid. Let's see if our dear friend Joseph Guillermo del Toro is streaming. Yes, we are gonna raid Joey Toro, people. Do not go. We're gonna raid Joey Toro. This was a lot of fun. I really appreciated all of you coming to the stream and chatting. Chat was on fire tonight. Chat was on fire. And yeah, please come back tomorrow or any other day. Yeah, I really appreciate it. And do not forget to add Spaceman Memories to your wishlist. We are gonna start raid on Joey Toro, fellow game developer. Now left the Unreal Engine army to go and work in Godot. So really interesting. Hell yeah, 6 viewers ready to raid in 1 second. Raiding now and ending the stream. Good night or good morning wherever you are, people.